Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm super glad that you're joining me today because today I have a sketch challenge card to share with you for the current My Favorite Things sketch challenge. Okay, so for this card I am using the Partners in Adventures, which is one of my favorites from last year. These bears, just this designer in general, just always amazes me. It's so cute, it's so funny, I love it. So I'm making a birthday card, as I said in the beginning of this year already. I'm going to try to make more birthday cards, so every occasion that I get or every sketch that I get that I think fits with a birthday, I will make it a birthday. Um, so I've taken all these stems where was a bear in it, from the Partners in Adventure, and these three were the winners, of course. I love the one with the glasses. I wear glasses myself, and this one is just so cute. So I definitely think that that bear is one of my favorites of all times so far. But yeah, that's just what I'm going for, balloons. And then of course there is one penguin, but let's be honest, the little one is cute. So I'm coloring my bears all the same, so I will only show this one to you. And then I will skip a bit just to save some time. And then this penguin is going to be in some warm grays. I first thought of doing some gold grays because I finally have some of those markers. But then with the shade of the bears, I just thought that the warm gray fitted a bit better. Also, I am going to use some blues and greens today. This fits for a birthday card for a lovely lady or girl, but of course this also fits for a boy or a man. And let's be honest, it's hard to make some masculine birthday cards. This one is a really joyful colored card, but they definitely can go for both genders, so it's handy to have just on the side for any occasion. So I did this balloon with some G's, and this is one of my favorite colors that I have from the G's. I don't have a lot of them because I just prefer the yellow greens. Um, but later on, when I colored those other two smaller balloons, actually this color didn't match, so I will go over it a bit with some yellow greens later on as well. So this will not be the end color, although it's cute and I love this combination. It just wasn't working with the rest. So onto my final two balloons with some yellow greens and some BGs. So this yellow-green combination with three of the lightest yellow-green markers is truly the best combination, in my opinion, that there is when you want to have a bright green balloon. This is my favorite color, without any doubt. So I think when you want to create really joyful and bright cards, that this green is just perfect. And then of course BGs, they always fit so well with the yellow greens, also with the blues of course, but I really love this combination. This BG 10, 11 and 13, it was one of my first combinations that I had from the BGs, and it's still the one that I use the most. So here I'm just using my lighter yellow-green markers to fix that one balloon. And now onto the glasses, which is already the final part of the coloring. And then I will take the matching dies and I will just cut everything out. And then we can start on our panel with the idea of the sketch. I also bought recently this Essential Stitched Sentiment strips, which is really handy, I think. Definitely they fit with a lot of the My Favorite Things sentiments, so that's handy. I cut it out, but then while crafting it didn't work out what I did with it, so I will cut it out later once again. So when I was creating this card, I realized that my purple tape ran out. And normally I have a huge stack of purple tape, just sitting there waiting for the other one to just run out. With the COVID situation and the lockdowns that we had in Belgium, and then stores being open, but only the essential parts of stores and only essential stores, so not the craft area, I didn't get to go to the store where I get my purple tape. So I was really devastated, but luckily I had some of this post-it tape, which is already so old. I bought it really in the beginning of my crafting adventure, and then I couldn't get refills, so I switched to purple tape, and I was really lucky with this one. And then when I finally finished this card, I realized that I also used everything of this post-it tape. So I'm posting this card today, and I'm recording in the morning. Maybe you noticed that on my scratching voice. No. It's quite fine already. But this afternoon I'm going to get, I think, 10 rolls of purple tape just to be sure. And if there will be a new lockdown, then I will just have everything in my craft room just to be sure for the next upcoming months and months and months. So that's the plan for today. But I'm really glad that I saw this sketch challenge. This is every week, so there is every week a new one, and sometimes it's just really rushing to get a card done and then with all the rest that I want to share with you. So the last sketch challenge I didn't participate, and I think it's really a shame because it was a gorgeous sketch, but I just didn't got around to do any card making with that sketch last week. But I'm changing that this week, and I really hope that next week I will also have some time when the new sketch is shown. But just so you know, this sketch challenge is still running, so if you are inspired or if you see something or you get an idea that matches with the sketch, definitely participate. It's a chance to win. I think it's $50 for the My Favorite Things store, so that's just a wonderful offer of them. You could just, yeah, it's just fun to make the card. You have already an idea, which I normally don't have. And you just make it your own. So that's really fun, I think. So you still have time. So now I'm removing all the masking that I did. I used the grid mat, as you saw, to get my tapes straight. And I really love revealing the masked off areas. Like if it worked, did nothing get underneath, is it straight, and such things. So I really like how this turned out, and now I just want to check placement, because I decided I wanted to have all the bears from this stem set, but how I was going to place everything was, yeah, unsure. But then again, these are 3 images. Try to put it in a triangle kind of way. That always works. And now I'm going to start with my sentiment. So that one that I already die cut didn't work out. I am masking off the happy birthday, and I'm stamping it a few times. And then I will take that amazing essential stitched sentiment strips again. And I have my sentiment ready. So I'm going to add all the critters with some foam squares. These are the thin ones from Scrapbook Adhesives. And once they are on there and the sentiment is also on there, I just have to do some decorating. So I'm also adding this sentiment strip with some foam squares. I'm going to trim off the excess later on. And when adding this one, this is going to overlap with the sentiment strip. I'm also going to use some liquid glue so that the height will be perfect, and it will also be nicely adhered to the banner as well. So now it's time to trim off the excess and then the decorations. So I decided that for today's card I am going to use some little things, bubbles. I have used it lately a lot, also from Studio Katja. Um, these just always seem to work, like on every card. If you don't know what you need to use, then try the bubbles. So far that's always working for me. Of course there are cards where I don't need bubbles, I just immediately know which ones I'm going to use. But in this case, I truly like it. So I'm just using some liquid glue to add them, and then my embellishment wand. This is one from Studio Katja that I bought, and I have it already a long time. I really like it. It's also gorgeous, let's be honest. But it works really well, and it's just a joy to use. So I'm scoring my card base now, and then I can add my panel on top of it before I start adding any glossy accents or stickles. So therefore I prefer using a adhesive roller. This is Paradise. I just think it's easier to use a roller, definitely when you are not using any foam on the back. And then it's time for my Glossy Accents by Ranger. I really like adding it to balloons, except when I did some details with like a jelly roll pen. But in this case I didn't. So glossy accents all over the balloons, then of course on the glasses, because glasses without glossy accents, no. So I'm adding that, being careful to not get in the previously added glossy accents. And then I really wanted to add some stickles, but I just had no place to add it. And so I decided that I could add it on the edge of the banner. There is some stitch details, which I truly love. I just love it when dies have stitch details or dots or just something, so that it's not plain. So I decided to add it on that edge. So really let myself be guided by those stitching details and just add it right on the edge. And once that's on there, then this card is finished in my opinion. So it's actually a really simple card. You can go really crazy with this sketch, of course. But yeah, today just doing cast card, clean and simple, and I truly love it. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and of course that you love the end results. You can always give this one a thumbs up if you want to. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Just leave it down below and I will get back to you. I hope you have a wonderful day left. Thank you so much for taking the time, and I will be back soon. Bye!